Drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds if you'd love to log in and see this many V-Bucks on your Fortnite account. Galactus arriving in Fortnite inevitably will end off the season, even despite it being already revealed for the first time ever a live event in this season's trailer. With Epic Games unveiling the plotline of what's upcoming throughout the entire season or until Season 5 already, we already know this event's about to be completely huge. Believe it or not, the developments have already started in-game since it started too, with the star in the sky resembling Galactus that's now more so closely approaching by the day. And despite not much else going on to connect all the dots, as Donald Mustard stated is the case, that our Fortnite lore and the Marvel Universe are now intertwined, let's just say our breaking discoveries that we're going to be going over in today's video might actually defy that. In today's video, we're going to be going over all the details, not only about what will be happening when Galactus arrives, what this will look like in-game, the map changes that will be happening until then, this being the first ever Fortnite live event on the next generation consoles and the LTM of which it will be contained in that we can hop in as Fortnite players. And that's just scratching the surface of what we're going to be mentioning today, so make sure you're sticking around and watching the full thing because believe me, you guys will not regret it. Quickly before we go any further, however, I just wanted to mention that Galactus said that he will devour the Fortnite world if you don't subscribe right now and return us to the black hole. No need to panic, it's simply one click of a big red button, okay, like this. Don't be like Peely and wait or tell us to hold on, make sure to hit the big red button and subscribe now as we're incredibly close to 2 million overall and we're aiming for that by the end of the year. Also, a whopping 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if everybody click the big red button now, I'm just saying even when this video goes out and gets the views it's going to, that alone could even get us over this milestone. Also, another reason to subscribe is yes, I'm gifting subscribers every day, and I'm not just saying that like every other YouTuber that literally just replays the same clip in every video, and I say that so you don't feel like Peelybone right here. Allow me to prove it. Obviously I have a ton of friend requests right here, I'm gonna add a ton of you guys right now, but just bear with me. Look at that, we've already added 10 new subscribers. And before we go ahead and send out the gifts, with the new item shop looking pretty lit, not just in terms of the Daredevil skin coming, but the complete revamp that not everybody has just yet, make sure you're rocking code FriendlyMachine as this literally allows me to send more gifts the more of you guys that enter it, so make sure to do that right now. Once you've entered it, let me know down below in the comments and potentially your comment could receive a heart like this. Now before we send the Daredevil skin or bundle, we need some more V-Bucks because we've only got 20 again. You know what boys, we're not going to buy the measly 2800 or the 1000, we're going big today, we're going all out, we're gonna ball out with the 13,500 bundle. If this doesn't show my dedication to you guys, then I really don't know what will. So yeah, if you want to oh, we can't gift the bundle? I guess we'll have to just gift the skin, and if you want to end up like any of the 5 guys I'm going to be, no pun intended for the restaurant, gifting today, make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below, so perhaps like everybody here in the next video, I could potentially send you. Wait, why would you opt out of being gifted if a YouTuber had? So yeah, if you want this to be you in the next video, potentially do everything I just mentioned, and you may see this happen to you in the next video I upload. I've literally only just realized too, I swear I bought this bundle, but yeah, let's treat myself. We got everything right here, right now, and I think we're gonna rock him for the purpose of today's video. So the first thing probably worth mentioning, right, is the fact that yes, he is indeed Galactus himself, growing slightly closer by the day as data miners have managed to compare side by side from images taken on separate dates. Apparently, I don't have a connection anymore, okay? And in terms of the process of Galactus approaching, this is a misconception of him slowly edging toward our map, even though we can already see him now, slightly more until, well, something happens in terms of the live event LTM being introduced and stuff like that, so we can then actually, you know, go into the event itself, witness it, or even participate. Oh, bad move, Midas. Bad move. You done goof right there. And many of you may be thinking about what I just mentioned. Well, how is this going to work then if he's not closely approaching and edging toward our map more so every day until he arrives? Well, with every update that happens, obviously there's going to be a big or more jumped development of him approaching our island instead of seeing it gradually in game. And as we already know, 14.40 is coming next week for Fortnite Mares, and this is confirmed too because of the fact, whoa, there's so many people. The upgraded Battle Bus tab ends on October 21st, meaning the Halloween Battle Bus is going to be introduced, and this then meaning with the Fortnite Mares or Halloween Battle battle bus looking like this being introduced, they're going to be adding the full event. Also with Nintendo Switch kind of just confirming outright that 14.40 is upcoming next week. This is definitely going to be the update of which brings, well, everything Halloween themed, distracts us from the live event, and whilst they're doing that, as we already know mentioned in other videos, 14.50, the update for the live event itself, is currently being tested on the update test servers, meaning they're preparing for everything upcoming with the arrival of Galactus. Let me explain. First of all, we need to get our loadout sorted because I ain't looking too good at the moment. Trying to heal. Give me a minute, Jonesy. God, thank you. So anyways, without getting too off track, in terms of mentioning when the event will be happening and how this is already being finalized or tested or refined on the test servers by Epic Games for update 14.50, this guy found and tweeted out the live event is expected to take place on November 14th and explains why, stating then the Galactus flag event on the challenge map ends, and this is the thing that we see literally in the pre-game or battle pass menu lobby of our characters or superheroes preparing for this fight. And then he logistically puts together, well, so the perfect day for an event would be November 14th being a Saturday, as this is typically the day we see every live event occur on, so obviously more people can watch with it being a weekend. And then with us knowing we receive a downtime update like 14.30 and then 14.40 spaced out over 2 weeks or a fortnight. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, I don't want to blow that up, Jesus. That's what you get for not concentrating and driving, kids. Don't do it. Life ain't like GTA out there, you know? Cars are serious things. I wonder if Wolverine's still knocking about out here. Oh my god, it uses so much fuel, this car. But yeah, to end off his statement and everything mentioned about this, he then concludes that we're going to be seeing, because we're seeing 14.30, around, like, I don't know, early next week for the Fortnite update, we're going to be having 14.50 added in November. Oh no, we've been spotted. Wait, what? I really don't understand the hit detect. Whoa, what? All good though, I'm an MLG pro. You swimming back to your teammate? Nuh-uh. Where's the last guy? I swear there was one more because literally everybody got knocked right there. Anyways, we can't waste too much time on worrying about that. Let's move on to our next point, as not only do we have the scale of this event with, you know, Galactus being completely monstrous and huge. And if this wasn't obvious by him being in the sky... Wait, is this the last guy? Fish stick! #1 rival of all time. But yeah, where was I? Despite it being obvious, obviously, by looking in the sky, if the storm wasn't there blocking him, Galactus is completely huge. Here's something on screen right now that I'm just going to throw over so you guys can comprehend that. And the guy who designed Galactus, or actually textured the most detailed version that we've seen in the Nexus War trailer, or either trailer for Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 4, he stated it was just monstrous due to his sheer size, the project overall. And not only that, but more images would be coming soon, and I don't know what's just happened here. Where's... Oh, there he is. Not today, bud. And perhaps the most exciting thing that he mentioned on here is more images coming soon, but the only other thing in terms of scale or comparison to our Fortnite characters and the island is the loading screen when we go to load up Battle Royale, Save the World or Creative. And speaking of this loading screen, we could actually get this in glider form, if you didn't know, for playing or participating in all 4 of the Daredevil Super Series Cups, I believe. Just a cool little novelty for all you Fortnite grinders or collectors of cosmetics. And speaking of his scale, you know that every time I talk, man, someone interrupts. Meowsles this time, right? The lead creative director for Epic Games we've talked about subtly hints things or subliminally implies what's going to be happening with the Fortnite storyline. Well, he not only has his banner set to the location, the Helicarrier, which currently is the spawn location or where we take off and enter the battle bus, but the more interesting thing in my opinion, if I'm not getting shot from all angles... Oh, wow. That's what you get for not concentrating. And as I was going to say, the most interesting thing about what he's implied here is in his Twitter bio, as Marvel and Fortnite have been collaborating not only in the Fortnite season, but to make comic books together, and this strip seems to be a scene from the final battle, or the battle commencing with our Fortnite characters and Marvel superheroes teaming up against Galactus. Can I get a break or a good gun? I'll take that. It's not too good for range though. Oh my god, treating it like a burst. And despite this implying that yes, it's going to take the entire power of a full Fortnite Battle Royale lobby, 100 players or around that amount, to fend off Galactus, it also reveals a ton of other mythic bosses or just Fortnite based superhero skins that will be coming to the game early, such as Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and even Ghost Rider. I know a lot of you guys want to see a Black Panther boss just off topic right here at the Panther's Prowl POI, but this just won't happen because obviously it's not going to say in-game you eliminated Black Panther. That's just completely disrespectful considering, you know, Chadwick Boseman, the actor that plays him, just passed away. I just thought I'd put that in perspective for you guys who didn't really understand. And yeah, getting back on track, speaking of Donald Mustard's Twitter profile, specifically his bio now, with this being sent to the Helicarrier and with it being his chosen location in his Twitter... Oh, I've made a huge mistake. Can we get back on it? We're just gonna have to dip. With it being his choice of location in his Twitter bio, this not only means it will have further importance throughout the entire season, and we've been able to confirm from the files that it will be flying over our island as a location to land at, which is kind of obvious considering we do have the vault located on it. Oh my god, I'm terrible. And to be honest, I'm kind of glad that happened, because look how illuminating Galactus looks now. His eyes are blinding lights. No pun intended with the emote just added. And with this being the first ever spawn island to actually, you know, move over our Fortnite island instead of, you know, be spawn island separate from it completely, I really don't know what this means for when, you know, they actually bring it over the island. Where do we spawn then? Do we just literally have spawn island be over the Fortnite island and still spawn on it? Or is it going to switch? Oh no, there's two of them. One down. Boom! And while we heal with the Helicarrier arriving over the map, does this then mean in the final battle we'll get to use things contained on here in the fight against Galactus, such as, you know, the Quinjets as a flyable vehicle? And speaking of things repaired or ginormous, you know, of the scale or to fit the scale of Galactus, to have a fair fight in this live event, will these Sentinels at the Sentinel Graveyard be repaired by Tony Stark, as he's had many plans to do many things even now, as we have his battle bus in game that he's built? And if they are repaired, will we get to use them, or will they just literally have a mind of their own, or do things to their own accord, like in the final showdown we couldn't control anything? All will be unveiled when the time nears, or should I say November 14th, when the data miner said it will be happening. And speaking of when it will be happening, believe it or not, this is where things get really interesting. The reason for this being is because not only did data miners find 3 possible end dates for this season in the files, meaning, well, you know, it could be either one of these 3, but now we've debunked it down to possibly 2. This either being December 12th or the Battle Pass date, as November 12th, believe it or not, is the release date of PlayStation 5, and if this does take place, with it making sense to do so, on November 14th, this will be the first ever live event on next gen. This means it'll be 120 frames per second, and obviously, considering the scale of the event, it needs to have a powerful console or something to run it. Hopefully they don't limit the devices though, because that would kind of suck for everybody on Nintendo Switch and stuff like that, or even mobile like Android. I'm not saying it's going to return Fortnite Mobile for Apple anytime soon and we'll be able to witness it on there, because we don't have Season 4 at all. And sadly, it looks like we're not going to have Season 4, any of it anyways, as it's going to go on until July 2021, this battle. What are you doing? You just blew yourself up? Well, you kind of didn't. I sort of eliminated you, but it didn't look too convincing. And we not only know that it's going to take quite the amount of power to actually, you know, run this event because of the scale of Galactus. As mentioned, it's monstrous by the guy who textured him. Uh-oh. We're surrounded, boys. Oh, I ain't getting any luck today, boys. But we also know that this guy's event upon arrival is going to be completely huge due to it actually leading into our lobby or affecting players in the lobby, even if the max capacity has been reached for the event that we can go into in-game in the LTM. And take note of that as well, because as I just showed on screen, this happened with the Device Live event, but they then recommended channels for us to watch it on, streamed by other YouTubers, influencers, or just streamers. And with this being a lobby event as well, the only other one we've seen, I'm just saying, is the Black Hole event. So could this mean that a potential outcome or the indefinite outcome sends us back to Chapter 1's island, or a completely other dimension of Fortnite, even starting Chapter 3 instead of having 10 seasons contained in this chapter like Chapter 1? Well, despite this being unlikely, it sadly makes more sense more in depth we look, as Sven Will Never Die 420 managed to determine over on Reddit. Now, from connecting all these dots, Peely, what are you doing? He came up with the theory that yes, everything we've been seeing develop, even despite the storyline being very cryptic or unclear, especially the construction to do with Tony Stark, is inevitably leading to a universal demise or mashup again, where things get very complicated in terms of these dimensions we travel through, to do with the Nexus and everything. The image basically self-describes itself. What are you doing, Peely? You're so hopeless. I mean, I am too, in terms of hitting you. you just gonna turn around and look at me like that? No, let me get one more shot. One more. Ah, there we got him. Hopefully my squad can carry me to the win. Also, speaking of the live event LTM itself, this is usually added like a few hours prior to the event happening itself, I believe around 2, and it's recommended we get into the LTM 30 minutes at least before it happens, so we know we definitely have a safe spot. And oh my god, there's a full squad. Jonesy, the sacrificial lamb. Oh, I'm out of mats. That was a terrible move. Knocked. Oh my god, we might just pull this off. So yeah, the moral of the story there, don't be late. Secure your spot and make sure you witness it because we might get a live event reward. No, I think this was the Tony Stark that nearly eliminated us. Oh no, maybe not. You know what? That's me done for by the storm again. Maybe not if we can heal. Please. Oh, that was so close. My squad is popping off. GG, guy. I should really stick with them. They seem to know what they're doing. What are these guys doing? Fish, stick, Iron Man. Knocked out of the sky. 2 people left. Not bad. 10 kills. 23 as a squad. There is one of them. How did that not hit? What is this guy doing? Seriously? There's only one more. I think it was actually a default. He was running across that mountain before. There he is, right down here. What is he doing? And boom, we got the victory. What was that? A 12 kill win. To end off, let me know your opinions in the comment section down below about, well, everything we mentioned. Make sure you drop a like in the video before you leave today. The red card has been drawn, so you need to subscribe. And yeah, hopefully I see you in the next one. Peace.